आकाश मरासिनी हाम्रो चाहिँ आजको ट्रेनर हुनुहुन्छ। उहाँले चाहिँ मल्टिपल ट्रेनिङ्सहरू गर्नुभएको छ एन्ड उहाँको चाहिँ ब्याचलर्स डिग्री पनि यसमै नै छ एज अ डाटा साइन्स एन्ड डाटा इन्जिनियरिङ। He'll be talking more about himself when he starts. उहाँको ब्याकग्राउन्ड भन्दा चाहिँ उहाँले चाहिँ मल्टिपल प्रोजेक्ट्सहरू गर्नुभएको छ यहाँ क्लब सेवाबाट। उहाँले चाहिँ R&Dहरू गरिराख्नु भएको छ, वर्कसप्सहरू गरिराख्नु भएको छ, ट्रेनिङ्सहरू गरिराख्नु भएको छ। सो उहाँले पनि यस्तै ट्रेनिङ्सहरू गरेर आज उहाँ प्लेस भएर उहाँले चाहिँ सक्सेसफुली ट्रेनिङ्सहरू कन्सल्टिङ गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। त्यसरी नै तपाईहरुले पनि चाहिँ डाटा साइन्स र डाटा इन्जिनियरिङ, सो दिस इज अ न्यू इरा है। यहाँ चाहिँ अब धेरै जब्सहरू अब्सोल्युट हुनेवाला छ। नेटवर्किङको जब्सहरू हुन्छ, नहुने होइन, तर पेमेन्ट कम छ। अब हामीलाई यस्तो ज्ञान लिनु पर्यो जुनमा चाहिँ तपाईको के छ त स्यालेरी इज गुड, किनभने एट द एन्ड अफ द डे अल म्याटर्स इज हाउ मच वी आर अर्निङ। हाम्रो अब मिनिमम भन्दा मिनिमम प्याकेज हामीले पाइरहेछौँ कि छैनौँ। सो इन नेटवर्किङ इट इज डिक्रिजिङ डे बाई डे है। सो त्यही कारणले चाहिँ यो पनि एक्सप्लोर गर्नुहोस्, बुझ्नुहोस्, युट्युबमा हेर्नुहोस्, हामीसँग कन्सल्ट गर्नुहोस्। हामीले तपाईँलाई कन्सल्टिङहरू पनि प्रोभाइड गर्न सक्छौँ है। र आई वुड अल्सो now like to invite Akash to slowly start his introduction and start his session. Let's clap for him. Unmute गरेर let's welcome him है। प्रोत्साहन बढाउँ अलि ट्रेनरको।
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you everyone, and mostly thank you Ujjwal sir for your nice gesture. Basically, first of all, I want to give my introduction. My name is Akash Murasini, and I have done my graduation in data science and analytics. And in these current days, data is growing as a skyrocketing, and with growing the data, the opportunities is also growing. त्यसैले डेटा इन्जिनियरिङ, डेटा साइन्सको एकदम धेरै स्कोप छ र साथसाथै हामीले अब क्लाउड कम्प्युटिङ, डेभअप्समा हामीले डेटा साइन्स प्रोजेक्टहरू कसरी डिप्लोयमेन्ट गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने पनि हामीलाई थाहा हुन सक्छ, जस कारणले हाम्रो क्यारियर एकदम राम्रो बन्न सक्छ र हाई स्यालेरी प्याकेज पनि हामीले पाउन सकिन्छ। र अब यही हो वर्कसप अब सुरु गर्न गइरहेको छु म। There are various services provided by AWS for data science, big data processing and analytics, such as Kinesis Data Stream, Kinesis Firehose, and Redshift for ETL and pipeline. We will cover those topics, and we will do practical implementation of those topics in our coming week. But today we are going to discuss how EMR, Spark, and Hadoop can be used for big data processing and can be done for data analytics. Let's start with the Cloud Seva. It is one of the emerging IT company in Nepal, and we offer various services related to DevOps, database administration, AWS infrastructure design and deployment, penetration testing, data analyst and business intelligence, infrastructure monitoring, and digital marketing. Along we have also various services like market intelligence and many more. Let's start with the content that we will cover in this session. So we will start it with the S3 and EMR or Elastic MapReduce, and we will also discuss about the MapReduce, and we will go through the EMR architecture, and we will discuss Hadoop distributed file system and Spark, and finally we will perform the practical implementation of EMR, HDFS, and Spark for big data processing and analytics. Let's start with Amazon S3. S3 means simple storage service. As its name implies, storage service, it is the service provided by AWS for storing any kind of data in the S3 bucket. For better understanding, let's take an example. We used to create a folder in our system, and we used to keep different type of file. The file may be text file, PNG file, or any programming file. Like as in AWS, there is a concept of service of S3 bucket, where we used to store and retrieve any amount of data at any time from anywhere. So these files and data can be used in different purpose, for doing any data science project, or for deploying any model, or performing big data processing. Any field we can use those data and files stored in S3. Let's start with the Elastic MapReduce. Elastic MapReduce is one of the powerful tool or service provided by AWS for big data processing and analytics. So EMR is such a powerful that we can integrate different type of big data tools like Spark, Presto, Hive, and Hadoop, and different big data tools that we can integrate into EMR, and we can process big data and we can perform analytics on it. Let's start with the EMR architecture. EMR architecture is very easier and simple to understand. Basically, there are three types of node in EMR architecture. They are primary node, core node, and task node. Every primary node may be single or three, and the main task of the primary node is to manipulate and control the distributed file system, and the main task of the core node is to perform any data processing or to perform some map reducing task. We will discuss map reducing task in coming slides. And the last one is task node. Basically, the task node help in increasing the strength of the core node to perform parallel and computational tasks. And the next one is MapReduce. In previous slide, there was a term MapReduce, and this task is carried out by core node, as we have already discussed here. So MapReduce is the technique to distribute the workload across many different computing nodes, so that our data processing can be fast, and we can obtain the final information or final analytic solution quickly. Basically, in MapReduce, there are different nodes and which used to aggregate the data. Basically, here we are taking an example that there are three nodes, and in each node there are some amount of data. Let's say there are different icons or symbols. Let's say icons of different cloud platform, such as Google Cloud Platform, AWS, and Azure in the triangular shape. And in those data are distributed into three nodes: yellow, red, and blue. Yes, there are two phases: map phase and reduce phase. So in map phase, different process like data processing, data filtering, and aggregation happens. As we can see here, in yellow node, there are 20 AWS icons and 20 Google Cloud Platform icons. Here we are neglecting, or we are deleting the number, or we are deleting the Azure icons. Okay. And similarly, there are 25 AWS icons and 15 Google Cloud Platform icons in red, and in green there are 15 and 10 AWS and Google Cloud Platform respectively. So this is the map phase. So in reduce phase, the number of node will be reduced to single, and all the processed and aggregated data is concatenated into a single node. So here we can see there were 3 nodes, and all the data filtering and data aggregation happens here. And after the aggregation, the clone is node is decreased to 1 or converted to single node, and all those aggregated data is concatenated to this single node. And the last final result is the total number of AWS icons is 50 and the Google Cloud Platform is 45. And as I already mentioned that during the map reduce phase, the Azure is deleted, or icons of Azure is deleted. Let's discuss about Hadoop distributed file system. So in distributed file system, your data is stored across the different system and computer. So there is a facility, or there is a excess of data replication. So your data will not be lost, and it also provide high throughput access, and it is mainly suitable for large data set, and sometimes your data maybe of millions of record with thousands of files. So in this case, you can easily transform your data into the Hadoop, and you can process it. And similarly, setting up a HDFS system is quite difficult and need a lot of time and management and maintenance in the system. So there is a service provided by the EMR which allows you to integrate the Hadoop ecosystem into the AWS, and you can easily process your big data and find out the analytical solution using the Hadoop. Yes, and let's discuss how big data can be processed and perform analytics using different AWS services such as Hadoop, Spark, EMR. Yes, and this we will going to implement today. First of all, we will create the S3 bucket. As I have already told, S3 bucket is like a folder you create in your system, and we will store the files into that S3 bucket. And similarly, we will create an EMR cluster by integrating Hadoop and Spark on it. And the next one is Spark. Spark is the processing framework. Here you wish to run any code to perform some processing, and it can also be installed easily on the EMR cluster, and it supports different applications written in any different programming language such as Scala, Python, C# or Java, any language it supports. And let's see the scenario what we will go to implement today. Let's we have 100 of CSV file, and each file contains data related to the people such as gender, age, name, address, email, and other various details. And we are going to copy those data into the Hadoop cluster using the command s3 dist cp. Okay, and then we will also going to copy the Spark script from S3 bucket to EMR cluster, and we will run these we will run this Spark script to perform some processing of the big data or a big amount of file that we have ingested into the Hadoop cluster. So after the processing, we will get a single CSV file, and this CSV file will be again exported or copied into the S3 bucket. So, and our final result will be the number of people according to the age and gender. And this data in the S3 bucket can be imported into the different visualization tools like Tableau, Power BI, or Amazon QuickSight, and we can do further analysis and visualization.